That's pretty easy. So that's that. Back to the nomination or the assessment form. You have access to that on the website, on the main website. You can, there's a document up there that is it's just an actual, I think it's a PDF document. Actually, I think I loaded that up there too, which is a fill in the blank kind of PDF document. I think it's up at the top. Oh, let me see. I think I probably went to the one, what's the form? Instead of the one that was the downloadable. Yeah, okay, hang on. Let me do that one too. So that one's going to require that little passwordy thing that you have to put in here. And so this is going to give you this form, basically. It's going to have the ability for you to same questions that are in the other form, same rubric thing, a place for you to plug in your score, that kind of thing. So you can use that one too. And just give it to your evaluators and let them complete them, and you do your thing from there. So, I mean, it's your option. Maggie, you're on mute. Hang on.
Oh, yeah. Got it. So I have a couple of questions. So our president just finally did the memorandum of understanding.
Okay.
Discovered that we have fewer spots than we had thought than we had requested. So we're talking about virtual camp, and we know nothing about it. Is there some place I can look to get more information about how virtual camp works and what kind of technology the girls would have to have in order to support it?
Yeah. Yeah. I have to think about, I mean, you can look at, I have to think about where that is. It's been so long since anybody asked.
I started to look and I couldn't find anything. So
on the website, there's something that talks about, it's a running instance has caused an error. Oh my goodness. I think let me get rid of this first so I can stop my errors, my running errors. That there's something called there's a comparison between virtual and in-person camp, number one.
Where would I find that?
And that's on the main website, the main Tech Trek website.
Okay. I looked and I didn't
somebody put that in the chat. Yeah, it's about, I'm looking at where it is. Halfway down the page, I want to say. Let's see. Oh, looks like they took it. No, they take it off. No, residential or virtual camp. It's right below the Tech Trek flyer. And that talks just a little bit about a comparison so that you can, say, how are the two of them different? The technology that they need is just the same technology they have at school. Nothing special.
So just a laptop?
A laptop that can access the internet.
Okay.
And, Chromebook, they can use a Chromebook, or they can't use a tablet, not without a whole lot of magic. Okay. And most people don't want to go through that. So and they can't use a cell phone. They can use their cell phone for Zoom if they want to, or to do something like that, but they can't. They need a Chromebook or some kind of a laptop or a desktop.
Okay.
Desktops work too.
And I assume there's a difference in cost
between in person and in person's $1,200 and virtual's
$500. Okay. All right. So my next question was, so we're just coming from behind, and so I've got my first registration.
Yes, I saw a couple in there. So
yeah, and so I can see that they're not complete, and I looked through them. How do I tell what they still need? Is there some kind of flag?
Well, it'll be red.
Okay.
And then let me show
I
you.
didn't
I'll
see
show you.
red, but I'll look further. I'm just
Yeah, and the best thing to do is poke around. I
okay.
strongly suggest that, it is, although some of you have more control than because you're a provider. So as a branch coordinator, there's certain things that you can do that are beyond like the average person. Let me find somebody who. So what will happen is if they have something that's incomplete, when you look in the participant profile, you'll see a form with a green check mark.
Right.
That's good. Red check mark, red dot, not good.
Yeah.
So if you click on that camper application, you can see by the red dots what's not complete.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I saw a lot
Nothing.
of red dots and I thought, okay, thank
Yeah.
you. Appreciate that.
And so you just want, so here's something that happens, and I've seen this with campers. They'll go in and they'll be working on their form and whatever. And so every time that they log in, I'm going to show you, pretend I'm like a camper. So every time they log in, they come to this page. I need to find a participant profile, but they come to this page, right? Well, first they're not done. They don't do that. They'll come to this page. And their mom or dad would have already filled in the authorization, but now the camper's going in to do their thing. Where's the form? Where is the form? They don't know that they're supposed to go down to participant profile and then look over here. Ignore my being complete. Look over here on the right. If I go in here and I say, oh, let's delete this. So what's going to, and it's instantaneous. There is no submit. It's instantaneous that it's going to show as complete or incomplete. So as soon as I put it in here, and that's why somebody said, oh, I already accidentally submitted. No, you didn't accidentally submit. And so it should now, if I were to pop on this again, it should pop up with you are complete. Oh, no. Yeah, there we go. Participant profile complete. And this is where they freak out too. Because if they put in an essay, now they want to edit it. Now they want to go in and put, oh, I wasn't done. They actually have to just go in here and click on the form and start working on it again, right? Start
Okay.
filling in the information that needs to go in there.
Okay.
But the biggest thing is either they get stuck here and you wouldn't see all these other ones. They would just see one registration up at that top, that one that says staff or camper application. They wouldn't, this is mine. But they sit here and they try to register for a new session. There's no new session. They try to cancel the session they're in. So they'll request a cancellation and they withdraw their cancellation because they're trying to find out where it is, not following the instructions that say go down to participant profile.
Okay.
Okay. So just tell them to go to the instructions and there may even be an email that I created, a template that has a little picture to show them what they're doing wrong so that you could grab that. I think I created a template. Let me just look. Manage templates. Trouble. Finding forms? Question mark. So what this, and you can send this to yourself to test it, right? You can go in and edit one of these. And by the way, in order to, because it's going to try and overwrite the existing, but just call the template up. You can use it to make changes. Don't overwrite me, please. But what you may have to do is just say, you may have to do a copy paste to pull it out. But that's if you see somebody that, or somebody sends you a question and says, how come I can't see my form? It's like, because you're in the wrong place.
Okay.
Okay. So this will actually send them a picture. Let me send it to myself. And by the way you can, at any point in time, like when I go back to send message now, that's still there, right? So I'm in List Builder. I have nothing selected. I'm going to put my own name in to test it. I'm going to go ahead and say do that. Go back to send message and say send. But I don't want to overwrite it, right? I just want to send the message. So I'm going to do this. Copy, right click, copy. And then I'm just going to cancel and paste. Control V to paste. Trouble. And I'll show you this message in a second, what it looks like and sent. So it's gone off to me. Next question. Laura, you're back.
Another question. When you were discussing about how to target girls that might not have the opportunity to go to college, because we've discussed that, how do you go about finding that information?
Sometimes the teachers might know.
But we don't ask that question.
No, you may not ask that question. You may be able to tell because a lot of parents will share that very willingly with you and tell you that that somebody is a professor at a local community or whatever. You don't have to ask. If you happen to know, and that's why I said it's optional. If you happen to know. And if you're going to find that out from any one person, you got to know the answer to all of them. You can't apply it to just one.
Okay.
It's got to be, either a methodology that you can ask the question. It's of the parents themselves and they can choose to not answer, but then you're putting them on the spot. So if anything, I might even ask, I don't think it's particularly important, but it might help make the difference in at least your reviewers' thought process in terms of who are we trying to target? Are we trying to go after the ones that are likely going to get there anyway, or the ones that maybe need a little bit more help?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Paula.
Two questions. Are we required to use the message feature in Camp Docs, or can we send messages separately?
I would prefer that you did, because when you do that, you have a record of it, even if the camper doesn't know. And here's the other sweet thing about it that I like. Let me get rid of me. Look at it. And by the way, so I was on camper applications and I went in and I did a bunch of stuff where I deleted, like I took these away over here and typed my name. And so I can't come back and pick camper applications again and have it come up. I can either refresh my screen, which will bring everything back again, or I have to go pick another list and go back. It's a little bug, but not obviously something that they think is critical enough to fix. So
but then we could just go in there and send one to ourselves to test it out.
Yes, you can send one to yourselves, find something out. But here's the good thing about it. You can go into, let's pick Olivia's. Olivia, she's at 50%. You can go in here and you can see when she opened it. She saw it on 2/4/2026. You can't do that with most of your emails.
Yeah.
So if a parent says, I never got that email, or I never got that invite, or I never got that post-camp invitation to go to a blah, 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 or come to do show and tell. I never got that. If you send it in Camp Doc, you will always be able to find it. And you'll always be able to tell.
And then one last question.
Yeah.
Are we required to upload these evaluations, camper
No.
evaluations? No, those are for our records.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
yeah. Liz, you're on mute.
Okay. I've got a couple questions. Virtual camp. We do have a applicant that is interested in virtual camp, but finding information on virtual camp, I've seen the comparison chart, but I guess number one, is it available?
Mhm.
Okay. And how does a participant choose that camp?
There's an option in the application itself where they can opt into in-person or virtual to
Okay.
indicate a preference. And they can indicate the preference for virtual.
Okay. And I found wandering around in there somewhere, I did find a schedule which was very information, gave a lot of information about what it is. Will they be giving, assuming they're going to continue the virtual camps, because I know that was a COVID thing, but is there any place that explains it better and shows what they're going to do? Because that's the questions I'm getting. Like, what do they do? And finding that schedule was, like I say, very helpful. It showed morning classes and some afternoon options, a couple of evenings they had to do.
That's probably the most detail you're going to get there. Let me just look at that again to see what it says, because that's the one you found on the camp website.
Yeah, somewhere. I wander around and I never know where I find things when I go back.
Let me look here. Because and yeah, I was just thinking, we did this thing with the staff the other day, all the alums and there's so much detail in there, and it's like, yeah, if you go to it shows you kind of what the final product is, but let me look at the sample schedule. Oh yeah, this is it. This is the 2024. This is the best you're going to get, folks.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Let me just this right here. Are you talking about this? This is from 2024, but I mean, it's got a lot of detail in it.
No, I did not find that.
And
I found that. I found that.
Kind of,
yeah, I remember seeing that.
Yeah, so this is all part of the same document that's on the website here.
Okay.
Right? This is the virtual camp. When you go to Tech Trek Camps here, this page, and you click the virtual camp here.
Oh, okay. I didn't go there. I don't know where I found the others.
There's a mixtape from 2024 videos. It's probably time to update that because we got some cool ones this year. The schedule's not going to change much. There's some pictures here for Waldo, so they can go in and see some of from this past year and 2025, I think. Ooh, the screen's too big.
Okay, I didn't go down far enough on that page. So where was that again? That was just under the Tech Trek.
If you go, let me take you back to the main page. Can you see this one here?
Yeah.
The main page.
Okay.
So this is the main one. If you go down to camp dates and information, and then it says here, visit here to see, and each camp is going to be here with their date.
And there's the virtual.
And you can click here or down here above the picture. I think there's a little bit, read more, it's just going to take you to the same page. And then it's got copies of the, just a little bit of information about the camp. Not a lot, but a little bit.
Okay. I do have another question. I had a parent, a couple of parents are real gung-ho, and I do have one that's registered and the parent has filled out everything. But another parent who's really trying to get in sent me an email last night and said when they got down to the, I believe it's on the application instructions, probably step number 6, where it says register for a session. And then it went to select sessions. And it
No,
said sessions are,
That's why they're going to register for a session and they should be going to participant profile.
okay, so they should be going to participant profile.
Correct. So
Camper
here,
application.
on this one here. So when you look at this is the view that a participant sees, right? So they'll only have one up at the top, but they're going to have that. Registration is not going to solve their problem because they're already registered. They have to go here to
Participant profile. Okay.
Then if you said the camper's already been in doing stuff,
The parent has.
what's the name?
Last name is last name is Sharma, Sharma.
Okay, hang on. Yeah, that's why they haven't been. So what the daddy is probably somebody's probably putting in their address here. No, those are my other Sharmas.
Yep, that's
Okay,
not the one.
first name.
First name for the student is Anika, Aneeka. I don't see her.
Close. They're not even close.
Yeah.
A different name.
Nope, that's it.
Nope. So they're not even in the system.
Yeah, they're still trying to get through the first part there for the application. So they did not go to participant profile.
It sounds like they're not even in, they haven't even made it as far as, let me see if I can find the thing.
Well, she sent me a screenshot that
Okay.
says, it says Anika Sharma / register, UC Davis Youth Programs.
That's not even close to what
Okay.
it needs to be.
I wonder what they're doing wrong.
Well, so what link did you send them to use to log in?
I have sent out the application
Can you see this screen?
directions to allow your child to apply to Tech Trek.
Can anybody see this thing in Spanish? Just A or nay? No?
No.
Here's okay. Let me I'm going to put this in the chat because this is the link.
Yeah, they're not Spanish.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. The
Okay. I
link
do have an
I
issue
just
with.
happened to be in Spanish in
Oh,
my in the Spanish app thing. So let me stop sharing here for a second. Stop sharing. Stop sharing. Let me share again. I'm going to go to an incognito screen so that I can show you guys what parents see when they log in or when they try to set something up. I think it'll let me do it from incognito. Let's see. Yeah, cool. I always feel so spyish when I do that, right? All right, now let me move this. It's right in a bad spot. So the app, I'm going to put that in the chat too, just to make sure people have this. This is the link you should be sharing with anybody who's never been in, okay? Who's never been in Camp Doc. That's the link. And it's going to take them to this screen, right? Different than the screen that you guys see. Totally different screen. You cannot send them the screen that you have in yours. They have to click sign up.
Right.
I've already signed up multiple times, so it's not going to allow me to do that. But they have to go through a validation process where it's going to send them an email that they're going to have to click to get to the next step. It sounds like they haven't even gotten that far.
No, they've gotten that far.
But they would be in the database if they had.
Oh, okay. So maybe they haven't signed up.
They didn't click something. They either
Okay.
didn't, it would be they would be in the view where, let me just see, I don't think I can. Nick is already signed up. I'm trying to think of a different email I can use.
Then I wonder how they got the that screenshot.
I don't know. That screenshot is not there. They may have signed up for Camp Doc, but not AAUW Camp Doc.
Yeah, because it says,
There's nothing, Camp Davis, there's nothing that they can sign up for that would put them into Camp Davis.
because it has Camp
Oh, yeah.
UC Davis Youth Programs.
just said-
Oh, I wonder if they did go in.
It says sign up email sent, back to login.
Yeah.
So then what's going to happen is I sent myself an email. Let's see if it came in. Where are you?
Because it does say sessions and add-ons may fill and are not guaranteed until purchase is complete.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not, there are no sessions and add-ons and all that stuff. We don't have that.
So maybe they went into the campdoc.com area
So
instead of,
it's not going to let me do it the way that I wanted to do it. So it's not going to let me show what would happen if I was a new entry. It found me. So I think that's, can you hold up the screen or is it on your computer? Or can you hold it up to the main
it's just my
phone?
on my phone. Yeah.
Can you hold? All right, let me just see what it looks like. Yeah, she's not even in the right place. Let's
Okay,
see.
so right at the get-go.
They're in camp. Go back to that. Yeah, it says something youth programs. Yeah, that's not us.
UC Davis Youth Programs.
Yeah, she's trying to sign up for something else that they must use Camp Doc too.
Okay.
I'm guessing.
So they didn't get into the AAUW Camp Docs.
They need to go into the link that I sent you.
Yeah, and it's in the information there. So I don't know why they didn't do that.
I don't either, but they
okay.
obviously registered some other way than that into, they used a different link. So make sure that they've got that link and tell them try again.
And I also, this is my second year, and going through all the forms and everything is just bringing back all the memories.
I know. I know. Every year for me, it's like, dang it, I wish I remembered that.
Yeah, I thought, why didn't I write that down last year?
I know.
Is there a way for me to go in and apply as if I were a parent and do a dummy?
Not really. You could try, but we'll kick you out is what will happen.
Okay.
Because we have too many. You can look and see if there's a camper test account in there to look and see what, but you can't complete it per se. Some people have tried to do it and they find it actually makes it more challenging than not to try and keep it straight.
Okay. Because, it'd be helpful if I could go in and see what they're seeing when they sign up. Okay. So, okay. Because last year I didn't have any problems.
Let's see if maybe you don't have problems this year too.
I'm starting off 1 out of 2. So, yeah.
Sarah, I have to say, I think just based on what I've seen so far this year, there are a whole lot of people there are pieces of information that are just like a sieve because you're telling them and they're not doing it. And it's like they're just not following the instructions. And it's like, what is it that are they thinking they're going to be able to bypass or what? It seems like this year there are a whole bunch more people who are getting stuck because they're not following the instructions. Janet.
Okay. in 2024, you sent out this great handout that has all sorts of screenshots of
Yes.
how to do stuff on Camp
Oh,
Doc. I
David.
still have it, and I have so many notes on it. And, I get it out every time I need to do markdown, make new lists. I'll pull it out when we have to do accepted campers. Can you share that with people? Because I've been
It's
copying it.
there. Okay, let me show you all where it is. Now,
Ah,
granted, I need to update it to probably current year. We haven't updated it in a couple of years. So let me share with you where it is. If you look on the website that I talk about all the time, it says Camp Doc in the Tech Trek process.
mhm.
I'll probably have to stop sharing. Can you see this? Or am I still on the main screen? Or you can see it?
We can see it.
Okay.
But did you
So-
get that under information for branch coordinators?
It's under information for branch coordinators.
Okay.
So it's basically just gonna, whoops, you don't have to do that.
Yeah,
So
what's
it's
the title again?
Camp Doc in the Tech Trek process.
Okay.
In fact, I just sent this to somebody today or
Mm-hmm.
yesterday. It's going to tell you basically how to find things. Now, some
It's
of
great. Yeah.
this list may be a different name, and so you need to be careful of that. Don't read it literally, okay? Read it figuratively. So look at it. Oh, yeah. And some of them have it's going to tell you exactly what needs to be done and when things need to be done. And I spent a lot of time on this when we originally came up with Camp Doc to try and make it as clear for you as possible about what you needed to do versus what other people need to do. So this is for both you as the branch coordinator and also camp directors. So same information, notifying applicants and families of decisions. Talks a little bit about how to do some simple things in Camp Doc using Markdown to send messages. So it's got some nice little tidbits in there. And I'll see if we can't get in there and update this so that it's got the current year, designations in it. But thanks, Janet, for bringing that up.
Yeah, it's still very helpful.
Yeah. Even outdated is
Absolutely. I mean, I looked at it because I had this wonderful note, shortcut to finding camper applications. You just start with, participants or camper applications that have all 200 of them, and you just add a branch and you're done setting it up. But that was a shortcut I added that you told me about. But yeah, it works. It's great.
Yeah, good stuff. Thanks.
Sarah's had her hand. Yeah.
I know her hand's been up long time. Yes, Sarah.
I volunteered at Camp Carson this last summer, and my campers went to Camp Carson. This year, we're assigned Santa Clara Camp Hopper, and I wonder if there are guidelines or whatever. Can I go back to can I specify which camp I'd like to help out?
Yes, you can say whatever camp you'd rather volunteer at.
Uh-huh.
Nobody's going to hold your hand to the fire. We're just happy that you're volunteering.
Right. So I could choose something that's closer to my home or
Yes.
whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. And the same goes for the former campers.
Yeah. Now, preference will probably be given to counselors who are from that particular camp.
Mhm.
Go to pick counselors, but from an adult's perspective, absolutely not. Everybody's eager to get adults. They'll take whoever they can get.
Right.
I'm serious in terms
Oh,
of
yes. Thank
if you
goodness.
went to San Diego and you're up at Davis and you want to be a DM because you're in college, it's like they'd be like, yeah, we like that. We want that.
Mhm. Okay.
No
So
issue.
the same kind of idea. What if I support a particular camp other than the one where my students are going. I send a check to the branch that to the how am I getting
Yes, you send it to
any
the
camp?
treasurer, correct,
Yeah.
of that camp. So
Okay.
if you want to send it to Fresno, you send it to Sue Jennings. By the way, Sue Jennings is handling 3 camps,
Wow.
Fresno and Carson. She's
Mhm.
the treasurer for all 3. So, yes, you would send your money to whoever after you pay for your campers, of course. You
Right,
would send
right.
extra money to whichever camp you wish to.
Okay.
Or
Thank you very much.
program. We will take your money at the program level, but I have
Yeah.
to tell you, I probably will apply it towards the LUM programs if I'm
Well,
given a choice.
Mhm. Okay, thank you.
Mhm. Anything else, peoples?
I'm sure.
Do you have a
there's-
question, Susan? You doing okay? Okay. Let me know if you need some help, okay? Anybody else? Karen, are you a deer in the headlights right now? I see you keeping your hand elevated here.
Yeah, I just keep changing positions to make it feel better.
Oh God, I'm so sorry.
Me too. But you know, it could always be worse, right?
Yes,
I could have had a brain bleed when I hit that cement, and I'm thankful I did not.
yes, there you go. Mary.
Okay, I can't remember how to do anything from last year. I'm looking at that and I think, do I need to re-register? It got me in. I didn't register, but do I need? No. Okay, and when I get in,
Mhm.
I can't remember how to enter the campers. How?
You don't enter the campers.
Oh, what do I do with
That's why
my?
you don't remember it.
Oh, I don't remember what I do with my nominees then.
So you have to send them a letter. You have to send them either an email, probably an email that
Oh.
contains the content in the parent invitation letter.
Oh, so for some reason I thought I sent that through Camp Docs.
Yeah, no, because we don't
Oh,
have an email to send it to. So no.
oh, okay. I now it's coming back to me. I looked at that and I go, oh man, I don't remember.
You're not the first, Mary. So
Okay.
okay. That's okay. I expect by the time I leave this position, you'll all have it down pat. So
Okay.
you'll be teaching it.
I don't know if once a year it keeps it in your
I
brain.
know. Believe me. And as you get older, it's
Yeah,
like you retain less
yeah.
every year. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, did I do that?
Oh, well, I'm so glad I finally asked my question. I was really embarrassed, but
Don't be embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed.
okay, I can do this.
You can do it.
Okay.
Any other questions? Cool. Okay. Well, another wonderful session. And if anybody needs some one-on-one support, just give me a holler or give Linda a holler at techtrek-campdoc at aauw-ca.org. And one of us will help you.
Great
Thank
session, Mary. Thank you.
Thank you.
So much.
You're welcome. Let's see you out now.
Okay.